Ooh, what's up LBA fans, and welcome to week 2 of the Lithio Battle Association. Today we're going to look at Swagletts and Stardasher or Leicester City Swagletts, butchering that as hell, versus Lahti Azumarills. And this was a very interesting game by matchup alone, and I've heard a lot about this game, so I had to include it. The smack talk between these two guys afterwards was just real. And I really want to include that for that battle, or for that alone. Like I said previously here, I did rank Stardasher really high in the first week. I think he lost to a bit of a rough play, making it back here next week, obviously, because his team is so good, and we're rooting for this guy tremendously. But we can't be denied of course, Swagletts being one of my good friend Marcus, and I really hope he prevails, but like I said, I have really no idea how these games ended. And yeah, basically looking at the matchup here, we got Zapdos, Garchomp, Amoonguss, damn, screwing that up, Arcanine, Latias, and of course Porygon. Very thick team. Only thing stands out being most, or a bit more physically oriented, could be Garchomp. That's about it. Stardasher brings a semi-strong team here, but with Talonflame, Tyrantrum, and of course Azumarills being good offensive ones, Mega Alakazam gonna do wonders, and then got two more defensive ones being of course Mandibuzz and Porygon 2. Porygon of course being cancer of the tier and all leagues, so nice seeing it here, damn you Stardasher. But yeah, outside of that, there's really not a great hazard setter on Marcus' side, so he only has to worry about Garchomp putting out the rocks, and that's about it. And on Stardasher's side, I'd only see Tyrantrum as his potential rocker, and of course Mandibuzz being his potential defogger. So yeah, nothing big to it. I think they're both facing a really balanced battle here. Stardasher is slightly weak to the Bolt Beam situation, so it's kind of good that Swagletts isn't bringing something like that. Outside of course Zapdos could be quite a niche here. But that's about it. So with all this in mind, guys, 2 minutes of preview, first time ever. Let's do this. Should not have so long previews. Nice music chosen too. Good job on you, Marcus. So Dolan is gonna come in versus Raiden Zapdos. Now here's the thing. Depending on, I guess you should say, the Porygon set, it could be an Ice Beam pressure here. Or a straight on at it, Toxic. Marcus not gonna risk it, gonna go for a U-turn. And I'm gonna say it right here, right now. This is a bulky battle. It's the bulky battle. I wonder how this will turn out. So this is Toxic, right? So no Ice Beam. Among Us being definitely a very safe play here. So good job on you, Marcus. And Scavenger is gonna come in. Alright, so not gonna go for the Talonflame right there and then. And I think that was a good call on Stardasher's side. Now we're gonna find out if it's a nasty plot set or a more physically oriented one. I'm gonna go for foul play. That's gonna do just about nope. Definitely we should have optimized for Brave Bird there. I know that Marcus has switch-ins, but as of right now, he has to pressure him. He really does. And I hope he has Brave Bird on that Mandibuzz. So T-Rex is gonna come in. And he could be potentially free to go for a Dragon Dance here. There's Cynthia's, right? That's a get the fuck out Pokemon, basically. Gonna go back to Dolan. Suspecting Rock to come on the field now. Rough Skin, yeah. Earthquake, alright. And that should do just about nope to Porygon. Alright, so it's a more bulky oriented, and there's the rocks of course. And I hope Stardasher has rocks on his own, so he would be much better off if that were true. And of course having Ice Beam would have been tremendously helpful for Porygon 2 in this battle. Wolfpack is gonna come in, of course Arcanine. And I'm suspecting Toxic again. He has Ice Beam. Ooh, waited a bit too long for that. Bit too long. Alright. That's not too shabby though, but that was definitely unfortunate. Flare Blitz. I wonder. Yeah. That's Porygon's smooth rough skin is gonna break through. Alright, and there's a Toxic, right? So, suspecting Toxic Ice Beam, or suspecting I've seen Toxic Ice Beam and Recover. Does it have Cry Attack? What could the last filler move be? And let's see, Wolfpack's gonna use Will-O-Wisp, right? It always perplexes me when you use more, or when you bring in a defensive mon versus another defensive mon, but you're going for physical damage on it. That's always perplexes me. I'm not saying that's a bad play, Marcus, or anything like that, but this is definitely one of those situations that I just want to call, you know, this is a dead course for both of the players. There's really nothing happening, and Arcanine will win this matchup if it keeps going. Bit surprised to switch out, gonna go for Blitz, and probably hoping for, oh, Morning Sun. Alright. Damn, of course, forcing in Talonflame like that is not ideal, and I'm not sure Talonflame can take him out. So we could have Bulk Up. And I do believe Bulk Up solved this game, but just looking at the turns of these games, I know that Bulk Up was not the response here. Nettle Gifts. Nettle Gift Ice. That'll be alright. Schmack. And there's Acrobatics. Nice combination from Stardasher. And Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet is gonna pressure this poor Talonflame a bit, but I think it did plenty. And there he goes. Alright. Let's see. So Esquilo. Whoa! It named Vaporeon after Esquilo. Of course it did. Gotta go for U-turn. Right, so now he has to find a way to get out rocks, or he's lost his Talonflame. And don't particularly think that Stardasher is a fan of that. We're gonna see a lot of Porygon too. The right, Water Absorb. Great response, and there's a Scald. Nom nom. Oh, that's the worst. That's why people hate Porygon too. Just the anti-meta this mon represents is just beyond recognition. So anyways, Vaporeon's gonna switch out. Was so close to saying Quill was gonna switch out. Gotta go back to Wolfpack. And are we gonna see Tri-Attack this time? Does it pack the T-Bolt? Alright, he packs the T-Bolt. So he's Bolt Beaming, which is fine. But Arcanine is finer. He does take that very well. And of course, the Toxic is now restarted. And I think Stardasher needs to reconsider if he can keep Arcanine in. Basically to force him to get up to Toxic damage. Because that's his only real call here. Because Stardasher has nothing to worry about with the Burning Mind. There is really nothing Marcus can do to pressure him with Arcanine. Porygon just shields her, basically. Need the Rough Skin though. Rough Skin, Porygon was probably the way to go. But this is actually a situation that I know that Stardasher can win. There is nothing, like I said, Marcus can do. He can just recover, stall him all day long. And that is exactly what Stardasher is. I think he figured that out. Because if the Toxic packs up, that means that eventually that his Morning Sun will be forced to wear out, because Toxic max damage is 50%, plus it also means that it barely can attack the Porygon without losing Arcanine in the process. So yeah, he's gonna switch out Wolfpack, that's the correct play. Like I said, that's a never-ending battle. Gonna go to Frank, and I'm gonna be honest here, I don't think Stardasher should stay in this matchup. It's time for Manibus to come in and go for the defog. He must pull that off. Or not. Alright. So Rex is gonna come in, and there's the Giga Drain, and that should do easily, roughly, I was gonna say 50%, but that is at least not 50%. Gonna go for Dragon Dance, alright. That's nice, and there is a move there that is nicer, being the Class Mog, and that really sucks. Here comes the Head Smash, and now we're gonna find out if that Dragon Dance would have helped. Probably not, but oh, and it actually takes him out. Had it gone for a series of Head Smashes, that might have been the better place. But I think Stardasher was well within his right to do a Dragon Dance there. So somewhat is gonna come, of course, the Mega Alakazam. And sadly for for Stardasher, there are a few mons here who can actually take this guy on. Now he's gonna praise the Water Absorb, which is really nice, because that means if Stardasher brought the subset this time around too, then he's very likely to sub up freely here. And what does he do? What does he do? He does it! Damn it! That's really, really unfortunate for, of course, Marcus. He is now in a picky. Now he goes directly for the side shock. That's the correct play. Finally, Stardasher is doing it. But that's not enough. And he has roar. The fuck is this? So many golden opportunities just happening in front of our eyes. And then Marcus just breaks apart and actually comes through. Incredible. And there's the knockoff. Let's see, is that a banded knockoff? I think so. And there's the roar. It's either that or just huge power. Azu is just too powerful. So right, let's see if it goes for them. A correct series of play here. Gonna go, of course, get the Water Absorb here. And assuming the Thunderbolt is the stronger play here. Alright, he's not gonna risk it. I get that. I'm gonna go into Wolfpack. And like we stated before, Stardasher is not necessarily in a bad position versus the Arcanine. It's just a prolonged game. And Thunderbolt does could force him for a KO, but the thing is the Wolfpack, of course, is faster. Really unfortunate for Stardasher that they didn't get the defog up previously. I think that would have helped him much more than losing Tyrantrum in that process. He really needs to get his Talonflame on his feet. And I think this is the way he loses that opportunity. I could be wrong though. I don't know how hard Arcanine can hit this guy. We haven't seen Wild Charge yet. We've seen Willow, we said Swagletts, we said Morning Sun. Let's see what he has. I really hope he pulls off this defog, because if he doesn't do it, then it's over basically. And I think it's definitely... let's just see. Yeah, there's the Wild Charge. Oh, Mandy! Mandy! The bus is here, and it roosting up, of course, being a superior play. That's actually incredible. Let's actually take this into consideration. The fuck did just happen? Is it because they have so much bulk investment that he couldn't break down the Manibus? But this is a very defensive Arcanine. That's why the Flablet does so little to, of course, the Porygon 2. It's a very nasty situation. Trade Region is gonna come in, get the defog up now, Dasher, get the defog. There we go. That means that the Talonflame is in the house, can come in, and yeah, pretty much Manibus turned out to be very sackable right now. I don't think he has any nice switching besides, of course, Porygon 2. So let's see what happens. Of course, Porygon 2, the Cancer of the Tier is gonna come in, and it's very likely to be 2-hit KO by a nasty Thunderbolt. I don't think Porygon can outlive that position. Nah, not with the burn. It is what it is. And he had to take a pick which one he wanted to sack, and he just sacked Porygon 2. I think Stardasher was hoping to take it better, but with the right series of plays there was just no way he was gonna do that properly. Losing Porygon 2 might have been a big deal actually. Now Arcanine is a bit tougher to deal with. Samwise is gonna come in, and I think Psyshock is well within range of putting Zapdos down. Obviously it wasn't, but damn, it did much. There's a Thunderbolt that should not kill, and another Psyshock is coming his way, and he goes to the Escalo, sacking that off, of course. So no wishing from Vaporeon's part, but we can see actually which monk is bringing in here. 295 Bear. Alright, this one is still alive. The Mega variant, that is. So he's gonna take a sucker on that Dazzling Gleam or potential Shadow Ball. That's the right play to do though. There's really nothing Alakazam can do from this point anyway. There's a Shadow Ball, and that's a good hit on it. That's a good hit. And he's gonna lose, of course, Alakazam here, and we're getting into the ending stages of this battle. Drop the spoon. So Trixie is gonna come in, and I have reasons to believe it could be Assault Vested, maybe. Yes. That's a yes. Damn, that's a yes. Assault Vested Azumarill coming through. Wow, nice. So Frank's gonna come in, of course, hard walling this poor Azumarill, and he needs to save it for Arcanine. And the Scavenger is definitely the right call. Please tell me you have Brave Bird. Please tell me you have a way of actually damaging this mon for real. Stardasher really needs a breakthrough now. They are really evenly matched though, I won't deny that. I think they're definitely facing each other's checks really well. And there is really no real breakthrough. Stardasher tried it twice, but Marcus responded properly on both of them, being of course the roar on Vaporeon was probably the biggest no-no. So right, here's a foul play, so that means it probably doesn't have Brave Bird, and that's not ideal. I wonder. Foul play, Roost, Defog, and not Brave Bird. That is dangerous. That is really dangerous. It's gonna keep foul playing. There's a Sludge Bomb yet again, and we're so close to poison. Yeah, there we have it. Like 30%, that's gonna kick in. I don't know what it is, but I never see Sludge Bomb hit the most poison as Squall hits Burns. I know that's the meta game for you basically. So anyway, he's gonna withdraw Frank obviously because now he got exactly what he wanted, and gonna go back to Raiden. And I don't see this mon, or actually could take a foul play, depending on the set, but it's very likely to survive it. Zapdos is actually fairly bulky. It barely lives that. Alright, it barely lives that. This game has gone on long enough. I will tell you guys that there's only 5 more turns, so something is gonna go down. Something is gonna go down. And I can probably see what's gonna happen, and it's not going to be nice. Because the thing is here, with the Talonflame, that it really can't do too much against his Arcanine once the Intimidate hits off. And it got in that position where I think it just can survive it. I wonder. Let's find out. Right, he's gonna withdraw Blitz, I guess that's fair. And gonna sack off Trixie, of course being the Azumarill, or hope to take a hit. He goes for the Morning Sun though, he goes for... Oh... That sucks. That sucks. And we already know we got Wild Charge. He needs to go for an Aqua Jet here. That's his only plan actually, that's the only thing he can do. He doesn't have that. And he's gonna lose Trixie. Oh shit, oh shit. Alright, so Stardasher last one is of course the Talonflame. This is the last matchup, people. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Let's actually see what happens. And remember, of course, remaining HP. If Arcanine goes down to, I do believe, 65, then that means that... Alright, it doesn't do that. Alright, so that means that Marcus had that game anyway, even with the Intimidation in mind, or without the Intimidation. That's a 2-0, I believe, in Leicester City's Swagletts' favor. Wow, really good game on both of you, to be honest. I do believe the remaining ones was Among Us and Arcanine. And yeah, there was really nothing Stardasher could have done there at the end. Obviously, I think the biggest play, or the biggest not misplay, but definitely missed opportunity, was to not defog earlier and losing Tyrantrum in that process. Tyrantrum was still a good checkish to Arcanine. Being, of course, we already knew the moveset. Yes, he could have gone for, of course, a Willow, but that's something to be expected. Arcanine itself can really do a whole lot to Tyrantrum, so losing that early, big deal. Losing Porygon 2 was also kind of a big deal. Should definitely sack off Manabus instead, and then bring Porygon to recover up. There was no way that his Zapdos, or Marcus' Zapdos, was going to kill Porygon in a long process, but switching in like that with the burn, yeah, that's pretty much solved it. But other than that, I think Marcus plays a tremendous good game. He definitely kept up the pressure, or not really pressure, more avoiding it, the pressure from Stardasher, and it turned out to be, as long as he played defensively, that it actually could have kept going. So I think Stardasher definitely was forcing his hand, and sadly, I do believe that Marcus got pretty much the best out of this game, mostly because he responded the best to defensive plays, and he had to respond for his defensive play. Of course, the one better being a Roar on Vaporeon, but I do believe that Stardasher does the best of a bad situation. But yeah, that's a game. That's probably the longest game so far, and we only have one more game for you from week 2, so stay tuned for that. And thank you, of course, everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the LBA channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.